Good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday, April 28th. And if you're new here, my name is LaDeja. I am a second year kindergarten teacher in HISD. So let's go ahead and get the outfit for today. Okay. Y'all, I finally got some Chucks and I'm so excited. And for all my married or engaged people, how do y'all feel when y'all leave your ring at home? Like, I noticed it on my way to work. I was on the freeway and I was listening to the Breakfast Club, and somebody said made me like touch my ring, and my ring wasn't there, so I was like, dang. And now I'm gonna be feeling naked all day. So I hate when I do that. Do y'all hate when y'all do that? Let me know in the comments below. But yeah, so I'm feeling really good today. I don't know, like I'm happy. I'm in a great mood. Hopefully the day is gonna go good and go as good as I'm feeling. And I just wanted to talk to y'all really quick. So it is 7:57. So like I said, I walk over there at 8 o'clock, and so I'm gonna try to make this quick so that I can give y'all a little update. So while I was on leave, well, first, before I went on leave, you have to, like, if you don't know, if you never did FMLA, you have to fill out all this paperwork. This is my first time doing it. So I just found out too. But so like you have to do all this paperwork, everything. It has to be approved, and then like you could take your leave. There was issues because when I first got hired here, I moved into a different apartment. So when I got hired, I was in one apartment. Then like the next few months, I moved, and then I never updated them with my address. So once I did my leave, they sent all the information, but they were saying they sent it to the address that they have on file, which I'm not sure why. When I gave you my new address in my application, I was on the phone with the man. He asked me my address and everything when I was doing the application, and then he was like, "You gonna get stuff in the mail?" But when I realized I never got anything in the mail, I called, and it was a whole thing. I don't even want to go into all that. Anyways, it was some issues, and so I didn't get approved for my time until like the week before we went on Christmas break. I wasn't trying to stress out about it because I was like, I'm not gonna be here regardless. I'm having a baby. And then I had the scheduled C-section, so I was like, I'm having my baby on the 6th, so I'm definitely not coming back. So y'all can either figure this out or don't. I won't be here. I know that sounds bad, but like that's what it was. I mean, who's gonna pop a baby out and come to work in 2 days? So, anyways, I'm trying to talk fast because I don't want to like go to that room super late. But yeah, so I went on leave, and when I did the application, I only did the maternity. At the time, it was gonna be 6 weeks, but my doctor was like, "No, you having a C-section, so I'm giving you 8." So they put it in 8 weeks. So I got 8 weeks of maternity. When I had like 2 more weeks left of maternity, which was in February, I fit out another application basically to extend my time, which is called baby bonding. They give you an extra 6 more weeks. So I applied for the 6 weeks. They only gave me 5. That was fine. I had an 8-week maternity leave, so of course they like, hold on now, that's a little bit too much time. So they gave me 5 weeks of baby bonding, and they sent me the information in the mail. And again, I had moved from the apartment. Now I live in a house. So they sent it this time to the address that I put on file. So I finally got the packet of information, and they told me that I go back. My last day on leave is April 11th. So that means I go back to work April 12th on Monday. So that's what I was gonna do, right? And they was like, you only get, if nothing changes, you go back to work on April 12th, you will be deducted 32 hours. And so I was always confused about that. But me being me, like, the person that I am, I like kind of like let stuff ride. Like, I don't question a lot of stuff. If that's what they say, then I just be like, okay, that's what they said, so that's what I'm gonna go with. Which I need to work on more. I need to work on standing up for myself, speaking up. If I feel like something isn't right, I need to speak up and say it, question it, anything like that, and not just being like, whatever, like, that's what they said, so I'm not gonna say anything, it has to be right because that's what they said. So that's exactly what I did. So I was like, I don't know what that means, but I guess I just, I was like, I kind of feel like deducted. I was like, I don't even think deducted was the right word, but I was like, I kind of feel like it means like I won't get paid for 32 hours. So I was like, okay, that's cool. That's 4 days, whatever. So fast forward, March, before I got here, like 2 weeks before, maybe 3 weeks before I came back to work. Well, actually, take that back. The last time I got paid was in February. So February, I went on my to look at my paycheck, with my pay stub. So I went on there, and in it was saying overpayment, and it was like $800 something, and I was like, overpayment, and it was like total amount due, you've paid, and the total, and I was like, hold on, what? Like, so I owe you money? And I'm thinking, like, how do I owe you money? And it was like overpayment. So I'm like, how do you overpay me? Come on, like, make it make sense, because it don't. And I was just thinking, like, what? So I called the school, and I called the woman that's in charge of timekeeping, and she was like, it's because you don't have any more time, so that's what they're gonna be taking from you. So I was like, okay. And again, like, it still didn't make sense, but I was like, that's what she said, so okay, like, I guess I'm just gonna owe you $800. And so fast forward to now, when I got back to school 2 weeks ago, April 12th, I looked on the payroll thing again and noticed that it said the same thing. And so I'm just trying to figure out, like, what changed? Like, why does it say 800 and it doesn't make sense? So I keep telling myself, I'm gonna call the district and see what happens, and see what they say. But everything, I don't have a set schedule, all this stuff, so my mind is not there. All right, Monday, I get an email from the man that is over payroll, and he's like, oh, you're getting this email because you owe us money, basically. He said, I owe $1,100 now. Hold up, why? So I'm like, what changed from 800 to 1,100 if I didn't ask for any more time? I came to school, came back to work on April 12th. What's the difference? What changed? Make it make sense. And he was like, we're only gonna take $168 out of each paycheck until you are done paying us back. Do you know how long I'm gonna be owing you if you only take $100 out of each pay? No. So I was like, So now I gotta question it. So I called and asked the woman again that does time here. And I asked her, I'm like, I don't understand what happened, because when I talked to you in February, you told me I didn't have enough time left, so that was $800, but I didn't request any more time off. So why now do I owe $1,100? Like, I'm not understanding. And she was like, did you get paid on the 14th? You shouldn't have got paid. I said, I didn't get paid on the 14th. I haven't gotten paid since February. And she was like, oh. And then so she was like, yeah, I'm seeing that your last hours that I had to get paid was February 1st. That was the last day I had hours to get paid. And I was like, yeah, and my last check was right after that. So it makes sense. And she was like, oh, okay, yeah, let me call the district. So she called them. She never talked to me yesterday after that. So I asked her this morning, and she was like, she forgot to put unpaid on my time when she put it in. So it was her fault. And I'm like, I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew it because it just didn't make sense. So I'm like, I need to start speaking up for myself. I need to start putting my foot down, and like when something doesn't make sense, I need to say it. Or if I feel a certain way, I need to say it. If, like, I have questions, I need to question it. Like, because y'all, I could have just been paying them for no reason if I wouldn't have said anything. And I'm just so proud of myself that I said something. So she put the request in for it to be changed, and it has to get approved. Once it gets approved, it'll be off. I won't have to pay anything or anyone $1,100 especially. So I got paid today, but only for 1 week. That was the first week I came back. So next time I get paid, then it will be a full paycheck. So yeah, so that was my little rant for the morning. That was the big deal in the last couple of days since the last time I picked y'all up. But now it is 8:07. I talked way too much and I was trying to talk fast just to speed it up for y'all. But yeah, so I'm about to pack up my stuff and go to the 5th grade classroom, and I will see y'all at 1:30. Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, April 29th. 2021. Y'all, I forgot to close out video yesterday. I forgot to come back to y'all, so it was kind of not too much crazy, but I was somewhere else other than just the 5th grade classroom. Y'all know how I feel about my hair when it looks crazy. Hold on. Okay, wait. All right, this better, I think, maybe, I don't know. But anyways, so I was somewhere else other than just the 5th grade classroom yesterday. So when I left, I went to the 5th grade classroom, and then one of the appraisers came to pull me out of the classroom, and she told me that the pre-K teacher that has my class, she needs help testing them. So I went to go test them at 9:15. So from 9:15 till about 9:40, I tested like half of the class, and then they went to lunch at 9:50, and then I went back to the 5th grade classroom, and then at 10:30, when Kinder got out of lunch, I went to go get the rest of them and go test them. And I was testing the other half until about 11:45 maybe. Finished them, brought them back to the classroom because I took them to the computer lab. So I brought them back to the classroom, and then I went back to the 5th grade class, and then I was in there for the rest of the day. Yeah. So it's pretty much same old in the 5th grade math class. So I tested all of my kids, basically my class. I tested all of them. I think it's for the end of the year assessment. We do REN 360. So if y'all are teachers and y'all know what I'm talking about, then. And if you're not a teacher yet, then maybe y'all will use REN 360. I don't know. I don't know if it's a district. Well, it has to be a district thing, but I don't know if it's just HISD or everyone in Houston does it, or just a few, or whatever. But anyways, yeah, so that's pretty much it. There was nothing else major to talk about from yesterday and today. So far, going into the 5th grade classroom. I guess I will let y'all know if anything changes. Hey y'all, it is 1:36, and as you can see, I'm back in my room. So I just had lunch. My lunch started at 1 o'clock instead of 1:30. Why? Because the ELA 5th grade teacher, she got sick, so she had to leave. So I was in her room. At what time did I go in there? About 10:30. So from 10:30 to 1, I've been in there, and she had a few things for them to do. We did that, and then I just let them do something productive on their laptops. So that's what I was doing. I kind of was like nervous a little bit at first going in, because I'm like, okay, 5th grade by myself, but they were actually good. They listened. I guess they're used to me now, being in their classroom every day in math with them. So all I did was, like I said, when I left here, I went into the 5th grade math class. So at 10:30, they were switching to go to reading, and I just went with them. So I was basically with the same kids all day. Like I said, it was good. It was smooth. They did their work. We didn't have any issues. So yeah, it was okay. She was saying she doesn't know if she's gonna be back tomorrow or not. So I may be in there. I don't know. I haven't been told anything. So we'll see. But yeah, today has been smooth. I have to go back in that classroom when they get from specials. So at 2:30, I have to go in there and then dismiss them. So I won't be in there but like 15 minutes, if that. So yeah. Oh, and then when I go back in there, it will be her homeroom class, so it won't be the same group of kids. It'll be the when I'm in the math classroom, it'll be the second group of kids that come in. So yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I got some things, some video ideas to do from someone in the comments on my last video. So I want you to know I did look up the outfit of the day of the week thing to see what teachers were doing. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna I'm gonna do the other video about the budget. So be looking out for new videos next week, and I'll see y'all in the next one.